Yes, Mr. Coleman. I want to go delve into her subject. I'm concerned about our future, our children, the education, and I want to ask a question on a very hot topic right now, which is Common Core. We have a lot of debating going on both sides of the fence. I want to know specifically which side you're actually on, and if you become governor, are you going to push it harder or try to ban it or stop it in Arkansas?
Well, I will tell you clearly where I stand on it, and that is I think Common Core is a critical mistake for education in Arkansas. In fact, I think if it's allowed to continue, I think it'll become the Obamacare of education. Let me just say, first of all, that I understand and appreciate the reason there was the initial initiative, at least as it's been reported to me, and that is to create standards, common standards from school to school, so as students move from school to school, there'll be some continuity of what they're studying, and I support that concept. But from what I'm seeing from Common Core, it has evolved into a monopolized system where the same entities that own the copyrighted standardized tests that support Common Core also own the textbooks that are required to support the standardized test. And I think that's a very undesirable situation for education in Arkansas. I fundamentally believe that the very best education occurs when the immediate stakeholders are most involved in the education of children. And that is parents, local communities, parents, local school boards that are elected by local parents and local communities. My proposal is let's allow local school districts to select from a list of nationally recognized standardized tests. Let's let them select their own standardized test that will meet whatever they believe needs to meet the standards that have been established across the state. And then let's let them select their own curriculum that meets the desire of doing well on those standardized tests. But fundamentally, I think we've got to take a huge step back here. I asked a school administrator a few months ago now, who'd been a superintendent of schools for 31 years here in Arkansas. 31 years as superintendent. And I said, what are we doing to you? He said, Curtis, you've given us a curriculum that is 2 miles wide and 1/4 inch deep, and the best we can do is expose our students to some parts of that curriculum that we think might be on a standardized test. He said, that's not teaching. So I said, what do we do? What do you want the state of Arkansas to do for you? And guess what he said? He said exactly the same thing that small business owners say to me when I ask them that question. When I ask a small business owner, what can the state of Arkansas do for you? The consistent answer is, you're guessing it, get out of my way. Get off my back. And he said, Curtis, if you will let us teach in our schools, we can compete with any school in Arkansas. And I think that's fundamentally what we've got to do in Arkansas.
Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.